fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character. Luke would never say that. I'm sorry. Well, in this version, see, I'm talking about the George Lucas Star Wars. This is the next generation of Star Wars. So I almost had to think of Luke as another character. Maybe he's Jake Skywalker. He's not my Luke Skywalker. He's not my Luke Skywalker. I said to Ryan, I said, Jedis don't give up. I mean, even if he had a problem, he would maybe take a year to try and regroup. But if he made a mistake, he would try and right that wrong. So right there, we had a fundamental difference.
Something that George initially set out to do was a kind of 3-act saga with these 3 trilogies. And I think we felt that we should honor and respect that.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
It certainly surprised me to hear Luke say it's time for the Jedi to end. I said, what?
Yeah.
Luke was the most optimistic, hopeful character. And
Yes.
I had a real, sort of a back and forth with Ryan. I said, Ryan, a Jedi doesn't give up.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
A Jedi, if he does something wrong, he makes it right. Even if he's traumatized and goes away, he regroup within, 6 months, but 20, 30 years? Come on, that's a little bit overindulgent in my... Well, you're assuming that I train Rey.
Exactly.
Sneaky.
Do I?
Sneaky.
I know, I have to be really careful. People say, was it difficult to pick up and wield a lightsaber again? And I go... Do I pick up?
Is it difficult acting in this movie? Am
Well-
I in this movie?
I can promise you my part is twice as big as it was in Force Awakens.
Are you bummed that Luke didn't get sort of a reunion with Han Solo?
Absolutely. In fact, when I was reading it, I thought, if Leia's trying to mentally contact me and she's not successful, she'll rush to his aid. She'll get close to him and then get into some dire situation, and that's when I show up for a big yay, save her life. Then we rush to Han and are in the same position that Rey and Finn and Chewie are. Too late to save him, but witnesses. And I say, because it would carry so much emotional resonance into the next film. For us, his wife, his best friend to witness, instead of 2 characters that have known him, 20 minutes?
Have you been keeping Rey's secret from the beginning? Did you know about the parentage? Tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No. At the beginning, there was toying with an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went, there were different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one. And then it came to episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy. And I was like, awesome. And then 2 weeks later, he was like, oh, we're not sure. So it kept changing. So then even I was filming and I wasn't sure what the answer was going to be.
But this was incredible.
Fuck you!
Fade in.
What's up, all my actuals, droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and I don't usually stream on Friday nights, but I I got some stuff I got to talk about tonight, and yeah, so I see people going, intro's too long, screw this, blah blah blah. Even though when I started the intro, everyone's like, "Yay, this is the best intro ever!" Guys, the reason why I do a long intro is because people don't really get their notifications, so I got to give it time. So if you ever see the notification, or if you actually get a notification, then take it's like a 4.5 minute intro. I try to keep it at that, because by that time, then people actually, get it, and then, can show up. So that way it's, it's just a little intro before we get started on the big shebang. But tonight, I did it again. I pissed off woke Twitter. What else is new? And I see a lot of fun people here in the chat. Yeah, I just got here. See, that's the point. That's the point. I need to, drag it out a little bit, just because if YouTube was great, it would actually send out people notifications, so I wouldn't have to do a long stream, especially since I set this up stream prior. So you would think that it would have, because sometimes when you release a video just on the spot, or you release a live stream right on the spot, YouTube, it fucks up your notification. So if you set it that it's going to come out at this time, then YouTube has time to process that, so it knows to send things out. So that's just a little clue for everyone. And I'm trying this new thing where I catch every single super chat, and if I miss it, I apologize. Jockey Nerd, thank you for the super chat. F everyone else, you do you. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I kind of do. But then here's the thing, I do me, and then weirdos I have never heard of lose their mind, and they don't understand the concept of continuous, just keep scrolling. Like there was like 6 streams going on earlier, and I picked the one that I wanted to watch. I didn't go sit at a stream that I didn't want to watch. That's kind of how it works. It's kind of like flipping through TV channels. If you don't want to watch this, then change the channel. It's like, oh my gosh, this girl I don't know said something on Twitter I don't like. It's like, well, you can keep scrolling, but that's just me. Matt G, thank you for the super chat. Listening. No cricket. It was going off a minute ago, and it was driving me crazy. And then right when I started, like I pressed live, it stopped. But there might be the Twitter might it might come back. Jockey Nerd, thank you for the super chat. Good, it means you're doing right. Well, thank you for the super chat. So guys, so what happened tonight? I guess it happened earlier. So I got tagged in this post, and my friend Cecil said, "Hey, Anna, go and go get out your crayons and do this." And then other people started tagging me and asking me to do, a little just a little paint over thing, and just do a little edit of this character design. So let me show you guys. Actually, I'll show you the character design first. Well, I mean, it's in the thumbnail. So here we go. So I did a little edit of a character. So here it is. So this is a little edit that I did. Let me grab the super chat. Charlie Spur, thank you for super chat. Hi, Anna. Love you. Beautiful as always. I'm feeling pretty down and romantically lonely right now, so probably won't stick around the whole stream. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know it probably doesn't make matters better, but whenever I feel like romantical, or I feel lonely and I want romanticalness, I watch a chick flick, but that's just me. It probably doesn't help, but it makes you feel that satisfaction for a little bit. But if you want to take your mind off of it, I am going to be talking about crazies on Twitter and fighting with SJWs. So if you want to take your mind off of it, this is the stream to be. But thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Also, there's over 500 people here. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. A little hard to get our voice. Is there something wrong with my audio? Let me see. Is it? No, it's coming through Blue Snowball. Maybe I just misread that. So. And my voice got scratchy all of a sudden. So I got tagged in this. Now, this is the official Marvel design. And then I did a couple little fixes. So one of the things, because guys, people want to lecture me on stuff. I went to college for art and design. So, and I took years and years of figure drawing. And I've been lectured to high heaven about stances and superheroes and just different type of characters. Now, when you're doing just a base a base character design, and the thing that you really need to pay attention to is silhouette, right? Because if you look at the cast of Scooby-Doo and then pretend like they're all silhouettes, so there's no color, no anything, you can tell which character is which just based on the shape design and their silhouette. So just the outline of the character. If I showed you the outline of Scooby-Doo, you are going to be able to tell the difference between Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, or Shaggy and Freddy. You're going to be able to tell the difference immediately because of their posture, their body types, the stuff that they're wearing or not wearing, their haircut, and stuff like that. So when looking at these two characters right here, one of them is standing like a superhero, the other one is not. And there is it's what you call a resting pose. So this is just the way that the character stands. And yes, having your hands on your hips is a standing pose. Some people stand with their hands behind their back. If you actually go and look at characters in live action roles, you can look at the way Dax stands in DS9. Dax walks around with her hands behind her back. And then it's later, you later find out why. It's because one of her past hosts, because it's Jadzia, Dax, and her symbiote, there's a thing that you can do. It's like this trill, I wouldn't say rite of passage, but it's this trill ceremony where the current host can, they pick their friends, and there's this way for your friends to have the essence of past hosts, and that way the current host is able to get to know their past hosts. And that's where you learn why Dax walks with her hands behind her back. It's because one of her first hosts actually, or the Dax symbiote's first host actually walked like that. So it's a character trait. Just like Cisco, when Cisco walks, he stands with his shoulders back and his head held high. Cisco doesn't like go around walking with his head down. And Julian, when Julian walks, Julian leads with his head. He doesn't lead with his chest like Cisco does. So there's different ways that characters go about, and that's just in live action, not even as far as character design. Now, with this, which I've explained multiple times, but I think that some people don't really understand, and I know I've missed a couple super chats, so let me grab them. Lucifer Da Duberman, thank you for that. Hey Anna, I'm baking pretzels and smoking bacon. Can you give me some laughs while I work? Well, I hope you can get some laughs. Right now I'm going into character design and analysis, but I will. You'll probably find it funny when I do start reading you the SJW tweets that I have been getting. Tuna What Studio, thank you for that. Glad to see you tonight, Anna. Good to see you tonight, Anna. Love bandana tonight. Oh, well, thank you. I was at the beach earlier, so I always have this, and then I put my hair in a ponytail and in a baseball cap. That way it doesn't get in my face when I'm walking, because that drives me crazy when you're at the beach and it's like wind and it's blowing all your hair in your face and you can't see. But I'm kind of pissed off. A lady at the beach let her dog bite Tulip, and I was pissed. I'm like, you know that your dog is not well behaved around other dogs. You should have him on a leash. And I kept trying to pick up Tulip, and he kept, snapping at me, and he bit her 3 times. Twice, he just like nipped the back of her neck, and she was barking and trying to get to me, and he wouldn't let her get to me, and I was trying to get to her, and he kept nipping at me, and I'm just like, every time I reach my hands to get my dog, he's like, meh, meh. And then the last time he bit her, he picked her by the back of her neck and threw her into the wave, and she was like this and hit back first into the water. I was pissed. And I told this lady, I was like, she's like, oh, he's elderly. And I'm like, okay, that I understand your dog is elderly, but if he's going to be like this, especially with little dogs like Julep, because it was a big greyhound, like, you need to keep him on a leash if he's going to be like that. If he's going to not nipping at my dog is one thing, but because, dogs, they nip and stuff. They do that. But full on biting my dog and then trying to bite me. I mean, what if he did bite me and break the skin? Like, what are you going to do? It really pissed me off. So I didn't have the best day at the beach, and Tulip was not happy at all. And I do spoil my dog. So I did take her, and she got some ice cream. So she had a little bit of vanilla ice cream. But she's still in a bad mood. So I gave her a couple T words when we got home, and she's just not happy now. So, which makes me mad, because the puppy beach is like her favorite place, and that person, their dog, just ruined it. Let's see. Charlie Sport, thank you for the super chat. It says, OMG, Pikachu behind you. Yeah, there's Pikachu. Robert Flores, thank you for super chat. Have ever gotten to Edgar Rice Burroughs' John Carter series of novels? Do you have a novel series favorite in any other game or any other genre? Yes, I have read John Carter of Mars. I've read I like Warlords of Mars best. I think that one is, yeah, I like Warlords of Mars best because you go from like each side of the planet and you get to see the yellow men of the north. I think that one is good. The one with his son that came after it was okay. And the imaginary people are not, what is it? It's not ethereal. It's been a while since I read it. But do you have any novels favorite? Any? I like historical fiction. So I did enjoy the Clan of the Cave Bear. So that one's called Earth Children. The first book is the best. The second book is cool until like the dude shows up, and then it just becomes like sexy time in every book. And I really like the Mammoth Hunters. Aside from all of the drama, I'm like, oh my God, just fucking talk to him. All your problems could be solved if you just fucking talked to him. But no, she had to drag it out for drama. So aside from that, I didn't like it. But learning all about like the cultures and the different characters that were introduced, I thought that was good. Let me see. Shane Keena, thank you. Let's see some beach pics on Insta. I took some of Tulip, but I don't really take pictures of me at the beach. I take pictures of my dog. I'm one of those people. I have 1,000 pictures of my dog. Curtis Coolgate, thank you. Keep up the good work, darling. Well, thank you. I haven't been called darling in forever. You must be from the South. I feel like a lot of Southern people say darling. You don't really hear it where I live. I think it's cute. 200 words to do. Thank you for I would hurt someone for letting their dog attack mine. Hope Tulip is okay. Sorry that happened. Oh, well, thank you. I wanted to. Believe me, I was so close to like blowing up on this lady, but you could just tell it's like nothing I said was going to get through to her. And I was thinking about writing it on the Facebook page, but then it would be drama and I don't want to get into that. But I'm really pissed about it. It's like, if you know your dog isn't good with other dogs, especially because of the fact that it is elderly and it's, not doing so well and it's not learning it or it doesn't know its commands like it used to, you need to keep it on a leash. I don't know why that is such a hard concept. Let's see. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. And I think I'm all caught up. So let's get back to this. So with this, I saw this. And again, I was tagged in this and everyone's like, Anna, do your thing. And I was like, all right. So I fixed certain things. First thing I fixed was her stance. And then also one of the things that you need to pay attention to when you are drawing a character is line of action. So you can kind of see right here. And here's the thing. They always scream at me like, you made her boobs bigger. I'm like, no, I just used a thicker line because when you actually go and you look at some of the greats that were in comics, one of the things that you have to pay attention to is line weight. And so usually when it's the outside lines, they're heavier to indicate out. So you see how the line right here is thicker and then it tapers in right there. That's important because that's line weight. Now, what I changed about her is because obviously she's not standing in a hero stance. She's just standing there resting. Okay, well, even when a hero is standing, you can see the clear difference between the way Batman stands and the way that Superman stands. They have different heroic stances. And so looking at this, I'm like, well, I feel like I feel like this character has the potential to be badass, so let's make her badass. Let's improve upon this. And so what I always do is I go about this based on the standards that are set. Okay, so what was this person's goal? They wanted to have this girl be Captain America. Okay, so she's the new Captain America. So what do we have on her design? Well, she's got this leotard thing. It looks like she has a red hoodie underneath this leotard thing. And for whatever reason, she has one leg in and one leg out. And then she has combat boots. Now, one of the things about this, if you're a girl, specifically, I don't know about boys. I don't know the way that they make your boy shoes, but as a girl that's worn combat boots, they're not the best to run in. And also having it loose like that, it's not going to do you any favors. Believe me, I know. And having that when you're running, trying to fight crime, okay, this can get snagged on something. Also, it's going to be whacking back and forth at your ankles. It's not the best to wear when you want to be running. There is a reason why a majority of superheroes wear the skin tight shoes or boots like this, not only because it's a pretty aesthetic, but because if you want something a little bit that's going to, not be loose and flapping around when you're running. And so that's why I switched the boots to make it more like a superhero boots. And I made her neck longer because the way that her shoulders were, it was like this as compared to like this. Because look, even right now with my, okay. So even though I have pretty intense traps for being a very petite woman, but that's because I like to swim. So it's weird the way I'm built. A lot of my muscle is up here and then in my arms. So it's like when I actually talk about like muscle, it's like, yeah, maybe in different lighting you can actually see it. But so look at the difference between me like this, which is the first pose, and then like this, right? You can still see my shoulders, but you can actually see my neck. You can actually see my neck, right? And based on like where the camera is and then, where I'm sitting, it does make my neck look a little bit shorter on camera. But believe me, I have a normal sized neck. So I wanted to make her neck a little bit longer. That's why this character's slightly shorter. And also the way a superhero would carry themselves is going to be different than a average Joe person. So this girl is a superhero. So I wanted the way that she stood and held herself to reflect that. So I looked at this design and I said, okay, how can I fix it? Let's change her stance. 1, now she's standing like a superhero. 2, let's fix her line of action. And so as you guys can see right here, there's a line right here, and then it goes down to where her belly button would be. And so what I did, because this person had her leg in front of the other leg, so the way that I did it was, okay, so when you're trying to balance a character, you see how I added the shading right here? So when you're standing like this, that means your line of action or your center of gravity would be right down the middle, right? So I tilted her body a little bit because that's the way it was right here. And again, everything that I've changed, or everything, the reason why I did it like this, because this is the way I always do it, is I'm building upon what the base model was. I'm not adding my own aesthetic to it. Well, I guess I kind of have to a little bit, but believe me, if I was designing a superhero, they would not look like this. This is not the costume that I would have. Well, first off, I don't really enjoy designing superheroes. I like more fantasy, if that makes sense. But it's with this, I wouldn't have this cap because in a different design, because there's one where she's wearing jackets and you can see that this is a hoodie. So I did leave that and you can kind of see a little bit of it, but I don't like that layered kind of look. When it is a superhero, I personally prefer just a one-piece costume as compared to, oh, let's have the spandex over tights and that's not my personal aesthetic. I like the one, like kind of like Black Widow. I like that, or the X-Men. I like that kind of aesthetic more, because that to me, it just makes it, that is your super suit that you are going and putting on. As it just personally, in my own opinion, it feels less costumey as compared to this is just a person that put on a costume that was hiding in their closet. And even with Spider-Man, heck, you look at the difference between, when he first, is drawing and he's wearing a hoodie and the mask as compared to when he actually gets his Spider-Man suit. Worlds different, right? So I personally just prefer that, that one piece look. So with her, again, I'm building off of the base. So, okay, they have this leotard thing and it's got this star. And I said, okay, well, they kind of want something asymmetric, right? So asymmetric is when it's different on both sides. It's not mirroring each other on both sides. So they want something different. And I said, all right, well, this leg thing is dumb. I don't care if it's based on some design that some athlete wore in the 80s, which is one of the things that people were trying to use as a defense. They're like, oh, well, this one athlete wore it. This one Olympic athlete wore it. And I'm like, well, that's great for her. I hope it helped her. Or, I hope it was more than just an aesthetic thing. Or if it was an aesthetic thing, then whatever. You do you, boo. When it comes to being a superhero, this is a huge liability. And I would think most superheroes want to stay alive because if they die, I mean, the bad guy is going to win. So I don't think that that is exactly the smartest thing to do. You don't want that kind of liability. Now, somebody was arguing, they're like, but Anna, there's plenty of female characters that, don't, that have their legs and have, leotards. Look at Elektra, look at Wonder Woman. I'm like, that's completely fine. But last time I checked, Wonder Woman is bulletproof, right? Wonder Woman has superhero powers, right? Last time I checked also, Captain America, even though he's a super soldier, he can get cut, he can bleed, he can get shot, right? So, but as I'm aware, this character, she's like a neighborhood Captain America. So she really has that huge liability of having her leg exposed. So, and also, to be honest, I'm a girl. The first thing I think is that's probably going to be fucking cold. Like, that's just going to be cold. So I don't like it. I fixed it. And I put her other leg. I'm like, girl, I'm saving your damn leg. What if you get frostbite? What if you have to go, I don't know, to the Arctic and you got one leg exposed? What if a bad guy kidnaps you and flies you out of the atmosphere? Aside from the fact you're going to have to worry about not being able to breathe, like, come on. So I didn't like that. I also didn't like the fact that her belt matched her hair. I thought that was a little bit weird because it's like, well, what's going to happen when you change your hair? Are you going to change your belt to match it? And also, it's literally just like a regular little latch. So I thought that was kind of dumb. So I tried to make it like it was one of those special clamps, but it has the A on it because she's not wearing the Captain America hat with the A on it. And so I did that, but then to add back in that asymmetry, I changed her neckline. Which, I mean, people can lose their mind about, but I'm going to tell you right now, I know more women that would rather wear something like this than something like this. And yes, a majority of women, and I mean, go look at women's fashion and see how many shirts are cut like this. Yes, there's a special section for hoodies and turtlenecks, which is mostly the stuff that, I own because I'm always cold. But this just to me speaks of femininity, and it shows that neckline to elongate her neck, again, making her look taller. That's one of the things about V-necks. It elongates your neck and makes you look taller and, standing taller. So I think it personally helps with the design. Also, by putting her hand like that on her waist and on her hips like that, it's able to show that contour on her muscles that I highlighted a bit more. I also added a type of just a little design to it, so that way it was just plain red. So I added, the white and the blue stripes on there. And I mean, I could switch that out with like metal bracers or something like that. And then I did leave on the hood. I just made it a little bit longer. So it's not like a cape, but it's just a little bit like that. Now, again, everything I did is just building on the original design. And that's what I've done with every little paint over that I've done. It's like, okay, well, what was your idea? Okay, neighborhood Captain America. Okay, cool. If I had to do it the way that this artist did it with all of, the checklist that this artist had it, this is what I would have to do in that situation with this. If this is the base building blocks that I'm only allowed to use this template, this costume, this character, all right, there you go. That is how I would improve upon it. Now, again, I'm totally aware that Marvel isn't going to listen to me. I don't care. I just do this kind of thing. Shave the side of her head. It will be Marvel approved. Oh yeah, I know. Then everyone would be fine with it. But so again, I only do this because people ask me to, and every single time a new design comes out like this, I get tagged in it. And unlike Marvel, unlike DC, unlike a lot of the mainstream, I actually like to give my audience what they ask for. So if somebody asks me to do something, especially today, it was like, oh my God, I'm at the puppy beach, right? And I scrolled through Twitter and everyone's like, Anna, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I guess I'll do it when I get home. And so that was what I did, right? And I've explained this a few times, other times when people have gotten pissed at me. So, you guys ready to go down the rabbit hole? Also, does everyone put a 1 in the chat if everything I've said makes sense to you? Do you guys understand what I was saying, like the purpose, you know, and the building blocks and the difference? You guys all understand? Put a 1 in the chat if you do. 2, no. Let's see. Okay, I see a lot of 1s. Just got here, but 1. All right. All right, I see a lot of 1s. Good, good, good. Also, everyone, there's over 700 people here. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. That would be awesome. Now you guys ready to see some things that happened. See some things. So, let me get the super chat. Sexy beard Viking wizard, the badass Aussie. Thank you for super chat. In my opinion, the original just looks dewy. I've seen all your redraws and I have found them much better to my eye. Keep rocking it, mate. Oh, well, thank you. I apologize for not reading that word correctly. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I know that it really pisses off the weirdos, because I really pissed off one, especially today, because they're like, stop saying how much time it takes you and just say that you're shitty at drawing. It's like, if I took my time, I would be here all day. Also, and this is let me actually pull up my Twitter so that way I'm not just talking to air right now. It's like, if I did take my time, we would be here for a while, because I draw as depending on what medium, I draw pretty fast, but majority of the time I draw very slowly, or it's a process. So the longer that I've spent on a drawing, the better it looks. So here we go. The only thing that sucks about this is I have to like scroll back in my timeline. Okay, here we go. Let's go into my Twitter. Go into my Twitter. The insanity is about to start. Everyone ready? Is everyone ready? Oh shit, which one? Okay, this one. Here we go. Okay, so we got my Twitter. Let me make it a little bit bigger. So just some guy was the one that posted it. So actually, let's look. So this is all 3 of the characters. So I was like, let me just touch on this one, because then this one are add-ons. So let's you know, we'll just go based off of this one. So I tweeted this, and then I had to include this because I have to add a disclaimer now. It says, before certain people lose their minds, remember, this is a quick concept rough, not a finished illustration. I'm perfectly capable of that, but I don't work for free, and this gets the point across just fine, which it does. And honestly, a majority of the time when you are doing like concept, I mean, heck, I've had it to where we're drawing on sticky notes or on a whiteboard and you just draw it really fast. That's one of the things about concepts. Now, when you are doing finished illustration, or specifically when you're doing it for AAA gaming, that's when it gets a little bit more intense. But honestly, a lot of the times with AAA gaming, you're going, especially concept design, you're going to be doing a lot of it in 3D. Unless it's specifically certain type of character designs, then you'll do different renditions in 2D. But honestly, in my personal opinion, 3D is just faster, and I personally like doing it in 3D. Also, did I see that Drunk 3PO and Anomaly Inc. were in the chat? Well, hello, guys. Welcome. It's nice seeing you here. Jason Winger, thank you for that. If anyone hurt my godmother's dog, they'd have found a very angry man. Here's towards some treats for your dog. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Tulip will appreciate it, too. So thank you. Shane Keena, thank you for that. Any good video games you're playing right now? I haven't played a video game in a hot minute, but the last one I was playing was KOTOR 2, which I adore. Sir Angus Fungus, thank you for the super chat. Anna, is the cricket in Insect Heaven much better? No, it's alive. It's just, I heard it right before I started the stream, so it might come back, unfortunately. Let's see, did I miss any? Charlie Square, thank you for the super chat. Oh, I'm ready to see some things, Anna. Thank you for the super chat. You guys are silly. He's silly. Okay, I think I got all of them for now. Okay. Let's get back to this. All right. So then, of course, I tweet it. Everyone loses its mind. But we have to go through my timeline to get to the real treat of it. Okay, so, oh wait, I have to go back again. Oh, okay. Well, gosh dang it. Okay. So we're going to have to go through my timeline. Here we go. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I'm up on Odyssey if you guys want to go follow me on Odyssey. See, this is the person that they're trying to say the costume is based off of, and I'm like, this was my answer to this. Yes, an Olympian athlete's running uniform is exactly the same as a superhero suit that's worn when going into battle against supervillains with weapons of mass destruction. Totally the same. Totally the same, and they can totally use it in the same exact way. It's not dangerous at all. And yes, I had a blue check mark come in who apparently blocked everyone but me, which is fun stuff too. So then it's like, they're saying I'm bullshit. I think it's fun just to laugh at them. That's what I've got. I do now. I just laugh at them because it's amusing how worked up people get over the opinion of a stranger, right? They just lose their minds. Maskless Pyro, thank you for that. I tried to object to defend the police movement today by saying how a cop trying to save people died during BLM protests, got dogpiled on by weirdos with annoying orange, and told me to resign. Well, that's fucked up. I'm sorry that happened to you. I honestly don't like talking about politics on my channel. I try to avoid it like the plague. So I'm sorry that happened to you. This just kind of isn't the place to talk about stuff like that. I hope you'll understand. I don't want to get my channel in trouble, and stuff like that will. I don't really have any interest in politics, which is why I don't talk about it. And it's not, really my forte. But again, I apologize that it happened to you. That really sucks. Let's see. And this person was screaming and crying at me that I was pathetic, which is fun. Then by the way, everyone, it's Gina Carano's birthday. So if you're on Twitter or Instagram, go wish her a happy birthday. She's super nice. Okay, so this is where it begins. Now, I think because I only quote tweeted twice, so I'm going to have to go down a rabbit hole here, but I have screenshots of it just to make it clearer. And this is one of the reasons why I always quote tweet, is because then it shows up perfectly in my timeline, and then I can find it easier as compared to when I'm commenting. Then it just gets lost. So let me show you what a blue check mark had to say to me. And this is the word of another man, not mine. According to another man, this guy was mansplaining to me, because I know that when I use that word, people lose their fucking minds. But so let's see what this gentleman had to say about me. You guys ready? You guys ready to see what a blue check mark had to say about me? Let's see. Here we go. Let's get this up. So, let's see. Oh, let me see. That's our score. I'm sorry, but I am mentioning a similar situation. My God, I hate it when people dish your arguments, no matter how hard you try. Yeah, it's one of those things that it's like you can't. That's what I noticed with this, because then I noticed that some of my friends follow this dude. So I was like, who is this guy? I'm like, is he an SJW? And they all simultaneously were like, yes. They're like, yes, he is. And then apparently he blocked all of my friends that interacted with him as well. But so this is a dude, it says Arvis for Marvel and DC, and basically his portfolio here. And so it's like, all right, cool, dude. You're trying to, swing your weight around. That's cool. Whatever. MJ1 Media, thank you for hi, can't stay streaming Predator Concrete Jungle. Oh, we'll have fun. And thank you for stopping by, though. And thank you for the super chat. So this person decided to come into my, come into my mentions. Now, to my knowledge, I've never interacted with this guy, right? Never heard of him. He doesn't follow me. I don't follow him. But for whatever reason, he found my tweet and he decided he wanted to educate me on things. So this was, this is obviously my tweet. And then this was his response to my tweet. And he said, not bad, but you're missing some crucial aspects of character design. You need to start with a theme and make sure the design flows. Costuming isn't throwing a bunch of crap I like at a character. It's about figuring out the attitude and personality and then tailoring your work. And it's like, and here's the thing. I think everyone in the chat is very aware of, I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to see what I was doing, right? It doesn't take rocket science to see that this person, meaning me, looked at this and then took the exact same concept and then just tweaked it a little bit, which is exactly what I said. I was like, I just did some tweaking. I'm not doing a fully rendered new character design. I'm tweaking the original one. Was that a cell phone? Well, it gets worse. So again, remember, this isn't my word. My friend, I sent, because you know that we were all talking about this, because the second stuff like this comes up, then everyone's just like, oh my gosh, Anna, they're gonna start riling on you. Just wait. It actually was like today, it was like the second I posted it, weirdos started losing their mind. I'm like, it's funny. I don't know who these people are, but they watch my Twitter like a fucking hawk, because the second I post, they're on it like instantly. It's like, Jesus. But so yeah, I'm just like, do you not you want to lecture me about that? But wait, the straw man argument is coming. Also, there's over 800 people here. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. Timothy Morris, thank you for that. Anna, I love your channel and everything that you do for yourself, your friends, and family, and your fans. May the force be with you. That Stars Girl. Oh, that was very kind of you. Thank you, Timothy. I really appreciate that. That was very sweet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, this person didn't have that to say about me. Okay, let's go. I hate that it doesn't. Oh, yeah, it will now. All right. So then this was my response to it. I said, I take those issues up with the original artist or the creative director. As far as costuming isn't throwing a bunch of crap I like at a character, I agree. I negate how a one-legged costume makes sense for a Captain America character. Because everything that he said about, you know, character and character design, I'm just like, yeah, I agree with you as far as this one. I did my own little tweaking to it, and that was what I came up with in the time that I decided to spend on it, which was not very long. And then, he decided to respond to himself. And get this. Now, you guys can tell me if this is mansplaining or not. Again, not my words. My friend saw this, and my friend, who was a guy, said, wow, mansplaining 2020 or 2021. And I was like, all right. Remember, I get screamed at if I use the word mansplaining, and other people make videos about me because I use the word mansplaining. So here we go. But lastly, redesign a character out of love, not spite. I'll do a redesign of Batman or Rogue because I love the character, not because I hate them. Passion is always better motivator than malice. And it's like, well, that's great for you. Again, I don't do work for free. And I wouldn't do this if I didn't love Captain America. So here we go. That's for this one. So this is for the first one. So he said, so that was my response to, you know, I take those issues up with the original artist or creative director. As far as costuming isn't throwing a bunch of crap I like at a character, I agree. I indicate how a one-legged costume makes sense for a Captain America character. Then he responded to that by, you posted your redesign as an improvement, so I spoke directly to you. It seems you want to direct your redesign on the original artist now. You could have designed anything you wanted. You chose what you chose. I gave you thoughtful feedback. That's all. That's exactly it, little lady Lucifer. I didn't. And so this is when the straw manning comes in. So, and again, this is what I said this was my response to him. I take those issues up with the original artist or creative director. So everything that he's complaining out right here, I said, well, you should take that up with the artist and the art director of the original design, right? And yeah, it's like, did you ask for feedback? I did not. That's mansplaining. I'll take your guys' word for it. And so this is what I said. I said, no, don't twist my words. I said you should direct your criticisms at the original design. When I do these, it's set by the guidelines of the original design posted, not my own. that's not the purpose, which it's not. The purpose is not, hey, my name's Anna, and here is my version of Captain America. That's not. I'm not getting paid to do that, so I'm not going to do it, you know? DK Samaritan, thank you for that. Anna, have you ever read any by or spoken to Chris Avilion on Twitter? He was the lead writer on KOTOR 2 and one of the best writers in the game industry. They tried to cancel him last year to 2 years ago. I have not talked to him. I want to, but I don't want to get him in trouble for associating with me. I watched that interview somebody sent me this interview that he did with this one channel, which was kind of irritating to watch because the guy, I think he might have been nervous. He didn't really get his questions were kind of jumbled, and then he kept backtracking and then skipping around. And so it was kind of a frustrating interview for me to watch just because I'm so analytical of the way that the interviewing process works. And so it was kind of frustrating, but I think he was really nervous to be speaking to like one of his heroes. So I don't hold that against him at all. But I would love to speak to him. I just don't want to get him in trouble because look, this is the way weirdos respond to me doing a drawing or just like scribbling on my iPad. Think about how much they would lose their shit if this guy who worked on KOTOR 2 spoke to me. I don't want to jeopardize his career at all, but I would love to speak to him. I couldn't do anything publicly or anything like that. I don't want to affect the guy's career, but thank you for the super chat. I don't think, did I know he was on Twitter? I might. I don't know if I follow him or not. Maybe I'll follow him and see if he'll follow me back. Jason Winger, thank you for super chat. How do I say this? Maybe he's touched in the head. No, I don't think so. Christopher Profit, thank you for that. Got some Star Wars gifts heading your way from a Star Wars fan to another. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Are you guys ready to get back to this? All right. Back to the splaining. You guys are going to see a pattern. He makes a point. I make a point back. Instead of answering the point that I make, he creates a straw man argument to put words in my mouth. And I said, oh, why don't you talk to the people who designed the original one? And then he's like, oh, so you want to make this about the people that designed and I'm like, no. That's not what I said. But that's the way these people work, is that they try to twist your words to mean something else, and you can't let them get away with it. And every single time I point this out, he avoids it and he changes the topic. So let's continue. So I'll just reread this again because I know I was interrupted by pausing. You posted your redesign as an improvement, so I spoke directly to you. It seems you want to direct your redesign on the original artist now. You can have designed anything you wanted. You choose what you choose. I gave you thoughtful feedback. That's all. And it's like, yes, thank you. That's not condescending at all or a straw man argument. Yes, oh my goodness, you came out of nowhere to save me and to help me. Oh, they want to use that white knight thing when people are, defending someone. But then it's like, do you not realize what you're doing, buddy? And so again, this is what I said. No, don't twist my words. I said you should direct your criticisms at the original design. When I do these, it's set by the guidelines of the original design posted, not my own. That's not the purpose. And he knows this, but he's deciding to go and pretend like he doesn't. Fill a body. Thank you for that, Anna. So what you're saying is, I don't know. All right. Here we go. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this is just going to be the timeline going on. So he says, thinking that I don't know what this word means, that seems myopic. If you don't like a design, if I don't like a design, I'll redesign it using my imagination and creativity. Just changing some minor things seems lazy and passive aggressive. I know you have more skill than that. And it's like, oh yeah, how do you know me? How do you know that? You don't follow me. You've never followed me. To my recollection, you have never followed me. So how do you know my skill level? I've never worked with this person. I've never interacted with this person before in my life. Unless this person follows me through an alt account or something, and I really don't post my professional work out there because guess what? It's all under NDAs, and I do stuff for companies, and a lot of it I can't show because it's people's portraits. And I mean, I used to do a lot of concept art, and now I do mostly commercial artwork. So it's not something that I am ever going to be able to show. But and that doesn't bother me at all, because the stuff that I want to show, it's like, well, I like painting, so I'll show you guys that stuff. But passive aggressive art. I know, Charlie. I know. It's like, out of this, which one do you think is being passive aggressive? The one that is straw manning somebody's argument that came out of nowhere to show me the lights, or the one that was just doing my own thing, minding my own business? That's Star Wars girl. You missed a number of super chats from 30-40 minutes ago. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I think that there was some before the stream started that I did miss. So I apologize, everyone. I'm trying to get better at this and catching them as they come. That way we're not all here at the end and then they don't, they don't, let's see. You get paid for art. Yes, you do get paid for art when you do it professionally, which I have been doing for years now. Let's see. Definitely never going to make it in current comics, Anna. Well, I mean, that's why I don't work in current comics. I never had any desire to be a comic book artist. I took a class, history of comics, and then perspective for comics. But then perspective is a bitch to draw on, especially when you're doing intense like layout scenes. And I use this magical tool called, magical tools, Maya, Moto, and ZBrush, which are all 3D modeling programs, which you just move the camera around and it fixes this perspective for you instantly. So I like doing that kind of stuff. But again, I've never had any desire or aspiration to work in the comic book industry. Also, even when I was in college, I was told there's a lot of drama, and when you start off, you have to kiss everyone's ass and all of this. So it's never been anything that's on my agenda. I just happen to be friends with a lot of comic book artists, which I'm very grateful for because they're awesome people. Let's see. All right. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Super chats that I missed. I see Garland Davison. Thank you for the super sticker, and it's a lemon with a kissy face. Well, thank you. Okay, you said 40 minutes ago. Let me try to scroll back, and thank you for letting me know. Wolverine Snicket, thank you, super chat. Kathleen Kennedy can fade this. Thank you. I read that one. I read that one. That one. That one. I did. That one. I read that one. I think I've read all of them. Oh, I missed. I missed yours, Gek. Thank you for the super chat. This is for Tulip. Give her a kiss and a hug from me. P.S. Like your improvements in drawing. P.P.S. I agree. Your banana rocks. Rock on. Thank you. Actually, I did the wrong one. Thank you. I appreciate that. Loki, thank you for super chat. Sorry that happened to you and Tulip. She'll regain her confidence in time. Well, thank you. The one thing about Tulip is that dog has a great memory. She remembers when people do shit to her. And I think I got everything now. So thank you. I see just 2 popped up right now. Philibati, thank you. So what you're saying is reference to Jordan B. Peterson, Kathy Newman interview where she would make stuff up about what he said. You should watch it. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Is she British? Is that the one everyone was talking about how she's... Yeah, I just heard that he did an interview with like this British chick and she kept making up stuff and he kept catching her. If that's it, I'll definitely look into it. Thank you for the suggestion. Christopher Profit, thank you, super chat. If you really want to mess with woke crowd, you can just say you identify as gay, a gay crossing man, aka woman. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with that shit, but thank you. I just say I'm a whammon. And usually the fact that I'm a whammon and I'm a straight woman, that drives them insane enough as it is. DK Samaritan, thank you. Hearing you talk about 3D work is refreshing, Anna. Not many people bother to get to know games industry and what we do. I'm a hobbyist game dev, if you wonder. Oh, well, good for you. See, I just like making stuff. I think it's so cool, and all the tools that you can use in 3D. It's so fast too. It's like, oh, you want a creature you want a lizard-like creature that lives in the desert? All right. And then you photo bash some shit. It's like you render it and like ZBrush, you bring it over to Photoshop. You photo bash some layers and textures and shit on it. And then there you go. There's your image. I love doing stuff like that. It's so much fun. And it's so fast. It's so fast. I think I'm caught up now. Let's see. Oh, TK not at post. Thank you for the chat. Your art rocks. Bought your Darth Vader print a couple years ago. Love seeing it on my desk. May the 4th be with you. That's all. Oh, well, thank you. See, yeah, I like painting. I love painting. And it's so much fun. Let's see. Well, I think I am all set. Let's see. Cheating is fast. It's not cheating. You're making something out of 3D, and 3D is not easy. It does take time to learn. Missed one about commissions. I do not take commissions. Thank you if somebody sent one about commissions. I think I gotten like one every single live stream I've done now. I do not take commissions, guys. I apologize. I just do not have time. Oh, Jason Winger, thank you for that. How much would you charge for a commission? I do not take commissions. I don't have time for commissions right now. I apologize. I'm super behind on work as it is outside of like my job. I'm so behind on work. It's like I've been working on this painting that is like I should have finished this painting 2 years ago, and I just haven't had time to get to it. So I don't have time. But thank you for the super chat. I can't show a lot of my ZBrush work because a lot of it is NDA stuff, and I don't want to dox places that I've worked. All right, so here we go. Let's get back to this. It seems so. Oh wait, no, I read that one. Looks like the point of my last tweet, and all of them for that matter, went over your head. Instead of being condescending, putting words in my mouth and making assumptions about me, a stranger. Why don't you reread what I've said so as to better understand? I think it'll help. Because he clearly is just doing a straw man argument. Let me get, I have to pull up the next screenshot. I don't know why it wouldn't let me. Oh, I guess I don't have it. Let me see if I'm blocked yet, because he blocked everyone. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. I apologize. So, do you guys think, based on everything that you've seen, do you guys think that it was condescending? Do you guys think I'm totally wrong? But I'm going to show you more, so just wait. Just wait. So I want you guys to contemplate that while I get into this. Let me see. It's one thing about zooming in. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me zoom out. Here we go. Drunk 3PO, thank you for the super chat. I miss you guys. I miss you too. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay. I should have responded to this and said ditto. All right. Let me save that real fast. Or I could just show it, but I need to save it. I need to keep everything. See, everyone, I always say this, you need to keep your receipts. Keep your receipts. Okay, so then this is how it ended. Also, I'll show you guys another one in a moment. So, like I said, looks like the point of my last tweet, and all of them for that matter, went over your head then. Instead of being a condescending, putting words in my mouth and making assumptions about me, a stranger, why don't you reread what I've said as to better understand? I think it'll help. Dun, 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 enter the response. I understand perfectly well. Just trying to help out a fellow artist. Don't you guys like that? He's just trying to help me. How sweet of him. What a white knight of him to come and tell me the errors of my ways so that way he can help me go from doing wrong to doing right. How kind of him, right? Right? Called it she saves her receipts. I save all of my receipts. Let's see. And then, let's see. This is what he said. I understand perfectly well. Just trying to help out a fellow artist. If you don't want to, or need criticism, that's cool. The anger and vitriol seem weird to me, though. Lots of misplaced anger, but that's cool. Be well. And I said, nice to end with another straw man. By the way, very stunning and brave. LOL. Clearly you don't, considering you came into my timeline to lecture me and had to constantly put words in my mouth to make a point. But I'm the angry one. Irony at its best. Oh, well, ignorance is bliss. Enjoy it. Winky face. And then he said, cool, good luck. It's like, who do you think was being the condescending one? I'll let you guys pick there. Oh, I'm just seeing this. What did you get into this time, Anna? Oh, I pissed everyone. I pissed all the weirdos off. There's another one, which is pretty funny. You guys are going to laugh when you see it. And this guy is talking about passive aggression. Oh, I know. Maybe I should compile this and say, hey, everyone, I just want to, which one do you think here is being the condescending one? But now let's actually go to my Twitter now. We get to go to the Twitter time. You guys ready for this? Are you ready? Ready. We're going to see live. There's this one guy that's losing his fucking mind. And honestly, I just find this shit funny. I find it funny how much people lose their mind over, like, they don't know me, They have no idea who I am. I don't think anything I do in my life is really going to affect them. But it's the end-all, be-all if I tweet something they don't like. Okay, so this dude was really pissed. Okay, so let's look at this. So this guy says, the point that you pander to internet turbo virgins with victim complexes because you're fixing artwork by drawing bigger boobs on them while using Microsoft Paint has destroyed any chance of having an actual career in the comic business? ? The point has definitely been made. And it's like, again, did I ever say I was fixing it? I said, no, this is just my take on it. Also, the internet turbo virgins. Now, let's see what I had to say about this. You guys ready? Sometimes it's they make it way too easy. And I said, LO, I think the only turbo virgin I see is the one focused on the boob of a cartoon character. I made a ton of other changes, buddy. If you took your eyes off her chest for 5 seconds, you'd see that. Also, by the way, I didn't change her cup size, which I didn't. I don't change the character's body shape or their cup size anymore because people lose their mind. So I honestly, that's like the little bit of censoring myself that I do, is that I don't make the boobs bigger anymore. I just keep them the same size, but I show a way to make them look better in the size that they are. And that apparently equals bigger boobies, which is like, no, it's the same size. I just maybe made a line thicker so that way it, implies being fuller. But, Christopher Prophet, thank you, Christopher. Believe it or not, artists are the first to be attacked because they can elevate society. Oh, well, thank you. That's a compliment. If you are implying that I can elevate society. Oh, let me put all fixed. Let's see. Twitter is really sensitive. It really is. They're a bunch of babies. They're a bunch of fucking crybabies. All right. So you ready? So then this person lost his mind after this, and it's like, rah! You guys ready for the next one? Okay, here we go. Okay, so then he loses mind. This is, he responded to that tweet, and this is what he said. Feel free to talk directly. Feel free to talk to me directly instead of behind my back. And he didn't even spell behind right. He spelled behind wrong. Like a coward you are. Also, you do this shit with other people's artwork all the time because it gets you attention you so desperately crave. And it's like, yeah, I did this. I did the concept. And this is, again, what I do with these things is when I see this, I take the basic design and I try to improve upon it. So I think this character was supposed to be Native American. This is the character that has a magic backpack that is in the New Warriors comic that got canceled, right? It got canceled. This comic book is not coming out because it was shit. And everyone called it out. So this is obviously a plus size character. So I made her more Native American. Also, her skull was messed up. She had basically no forehead, and her lips stuck out further than her nose, which you can see right here, which is not normal at all. I don't think I've ever met a person that has lips that stick out past their nose, or even the way that their skull is shaped. So if you actually watch the live stream, I fix her skull to be less of a Neanderthal. Unless that was the point, which was left out in information to me. I also gave her claws, and I was like, okay, if she's going to be a Native American type woman, you can go look, and even go look at the era of history where basically it was all about motherhood, and it was mother goddesses and like the goddess of the earth. And you can go and look at, they're the ancient type of mother goddesses and fertility goddesses. And so I was like, let's utilize that. And that's why, to me, I was like, that would make sense as far as her body type, and that she is like this sacred mother goddess type of character. And I made her Native American because I thought that I heard when they were doing this spiel about this character that she was Native American. So instead of having a backpack, I gave her a traditional Native American medicine bag, and I gave her Native American braids, and I fixed her god-awful bangs. And I tried to make it fit. I used the exact same color palette that they had, basic, same costume. But again, like I said earlier, as far as the aesthetic that I like it when it's a one-piece suit. And yeah, this is one of those ones where I did fix her boobs, and I think she looks better. And I saw people that said, this is my wife's body type. I showed it to my wife and she loved it. And I did a live stream where I explained, and I broke down, and you guys can go back and watch those live streams. They're up on my live channel, and you can go see how I, did this design. And now this one, okay, this was supposed to be a non-binary character that was a twin. I fixed her skin. People were like, you made her skin lighter. I'm like, no. I made her skin darker. I just changed the hue. They gave her a really bad ashy skin tone, and I gave this character a warm skin tone. I also made this character's eyes glow, and I changed the name. So it was Safe Space and Snowflake. I also changed the Snowflake to make it a little bit more dangerous and like alluring and sharp, like a snowflake. Like if you're going to use that as a weapon, I picture it to be like a type of dagger type of thing. And I also covered her up more because I'm like, if it's snow, it's going to be fucking cold. So why wouldn't you have a costume that reflects that? I covered her. And then again, this one, the boob size is just slightly bigger. I think I enhanced it a little bit more. And yeah, I didn't. Also, I thought that the crotch was really awkward, and this leg is broken. So I did that. And remember, this is this guy screaming, feel free to talk to me directly instead of behind my back like a coward. You are. Also, you do this shit with other people's artwork all the time. Whee! Because it gets you the attention you so desperately crave. Right? Yeah, I actually gave her clothes. I like how that was somebody highlighting. Yeah, I gave her clothes. So this was my response to this dude. See if you guys can get the own. I thought it was funny. I strive to be funny. I don't think I'm very funny, but I aspire to be. And I try sometimes. So this was me trying to be funny. Let's see if you guys think it's funny. Buddy, I don't crave attention. I get it because weirdos are fascinated and fixated on me and my tweets, and everyone else enjoys watching me laugh at them. You guys see the joke there? You guys see? Put a 1 if you saw my joke. I know it's not funny anymore if I point out the joke, but I thought it was funny. Do you guys think that's funny? And then I said, also, tweeting in a public platform is talking behind someone's back now. LOL. Okay. I don't know if he responded yet. Let's see. Charlie's birthday, but in creep cess, but cup size is an improvement. Well, some people think that that's terrible. Let's see. Did I 1? Thank you. Yay! I tried a funny. I tried to make a funny. Anna kind of does take things a little. Kind of takes things personally a little too much. This isn't taking it personally. I think when you take something personally is when you can't get it off your mind and you can't like sleep. So I do this, I talk to you guys about it, and then guess what? It's out of my mind, and I don't care. I do remember everything. I keep a catalog of everything. It's like, I can't tell you what happened last, like when that She-Ra incident happened, but I remember it happening. But as far as taking it personally, nothing on Twitter is meant to be taken personally. I find it amusing, the fact that, again, people are fascinated and fixated on me and my tweets when they don't know me. I pointing out stupidity, I don't think is someone taking something personally. It's not personal. Yeah, it's not. There are things that I do take personally when somebody insults like my family, specifically my sister. That stuff I do take personally. Anna is monetizing the morons. Exactly. The stream's been taken down, but if you guys caught it, there was a stream where I went off on somebody because they were making fun of my sister when she was missing and then when she died, and they were memeing her. I didn't talk about it on my channel because I didn't want to give that person clout, but I mean, that kind of stuff you do take personally. This stupid people on Twitter losing their minds over a drawing. Come on. Everything is a personal attack. That's all I think of. Is that like a personal attack? It's like, no, it's not. But all right. Yeah, they are anti-boobs. Yeah. Let's see, what else? Was there anything else? Yeah, there was. Oh, no. That's from earlier. Let me go back. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, I'm on Odyssey. It takes a while to mirror things. Oh, this I thought was funny. Okay, so these people, they lose their fucking mind because I say I did it quickly, right? I'm like, oh yeah, because I did. It's like, you want to see the difference? And again, I paint slowly. I draw faster than I paint. Well, that's because it's like you're adding all of these layers and volume, and you're using mediums, and oil paint does take a very long time to dry. So it's like I have to wait a certain amount of time before it's dried enough for me to go and add more paint. But when it's drawing, typically, I think it takes me about a day to do an illustration, right? And if it's just a character, depending on if I have to design it or not, because when I'm designing a character, it takes me more time to do research and go and find different costumes and go look, okay, well, is this character going to be in a desert environment or in a snow environment, like up in the tundra? Because that's going to come into a huge play when you're designing a costume for a character. Is it like a princess in a castle? It's like, okay, it's a princess in a castle. What kind of castle is she in? Is it by the ocean? Is it in the mountains? Is it in like the plains? What kind of horse is she riding? What kind of shoes would she be wearing based on, what kind of winter clothes compared to summer or spring and stuff like that, depending on where she is, what type of ethnicity would she be? All of these things come into play, and it takes just doing research to figure out what you're going to draw first takes forever. And then while you're planning it, you have to figure out what kind of body, let's say again, princess thing. What kind of body type is this princess? Is it typical Disney princess? Is she 16 years old or 19 years old? Because even that comes into play. Is she tall? Is she short? What does her mom look like? Her dad? Does she have siblings? And, how would she dress if she's the youngest sibling wearing the hand-me-downs of the oldest sibling? All of that stuff you got to think about when designing a character. And so it takes an immense amount of time. Now, and then that's not even on top of finding the pose that you want to draw this character. And now, for me, typically, it's easy because, again, I took years and years of figure drawing and anatomy. So either I'll do the pose or I'll have my boyfriend do the pose. And then you got to think about lighting. I've gotten in the really bad habit of just doing a lot of stuff in 3D. So when I'm thinking, I have to draw trees or a castle or X, Y, and Z in the background, that to me is very tedious. So I'm like, ugh, gosh dang. And again, I'm so used to doing the stuff that I do now, which is just, I do a lot of portraiture for commercial work. And so it's like you draw it and it's like just the bare minimum background. And even in oil painting, it's kind of the same thing. You just do a transition. And so I'm just like, ugh. And then you see some amazing artists that it's like, you can see like every teeny tiny little line. Like when Ethan draws, it's like, oh my God. I look at that and I'm like, that must have taken so fucking long. But then when it's charcoal, that's different because it's like, ooh, just a few little tweaks here and there, and then you do a smudge here and there, and it just makes this illustrious form, and It's fun. But then, of course, it doesn't last very long. And then it's all of that stuff. 420 Gunny Ink. You made their crappy art better. That's why they mad. LOL. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I think they just don't like anyone opposing them. That I think is the biggest thing. They don't like anyone opposing them. Big Z, thank you. Keep making fantastic art. Keep making these people read. Well, thank you. I will. Just for you. Just because you told me to. And then when they say, why are you doing this? I'm going to show them that exact super chat. And I'll say, that's why. Because Big Z paid me $5. So that's why I'm doing this. That'll really piss them off, right? Really piss them off. So with this, they're like, just say you can't draw instead of these quick excuses in all your posts. Because I do. I said I did this quickly, which I did. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I'm not getting paid. That's the biggest thing, guys. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Never do a finished illustration for free, especially when it's something that could be considered fan art, because guess what? Companies are going to rip it off. Now, as far as this super chat, which I will address, here's the little loophole of that statement that I just made. Sheen, Shaney, thank you for super chat. How is the Bo-Katan painting going now? This is different. Now, I haven't worked on it at all because I haven't had time. So this is as far as I've gotten with the Bo-Katan, and I don't know, it dried too much, so I might have to repaint the entire thing. But I painted too thin, and so you can see, I don't know if you can see, I do a grid on here, so that way, because I draw it in Photoshop. So I draw it in Photoshop just to get an idea and get different poses and to get the perspective right. And then once I have the basic outline of where I want things to be, I draw it by hand on like a sheet of paper, and I'll have like a bunch of different ones, and I'll test the framing. And then once I've decided on how I want it, and I even like scratch and lighting and stuff, then I draw it on a canvas. And to make sure it matches my smaller sketches, I do a grid. And so my paint was a little bit too thin, and so you can see the grid through the paint. So I'm gonna have to repaint this, which is gonna be a pain in the butt. But I haven't worked on it because I need to finish this Portuguese crest. I need to finish this, which I've been so bad about doing it. I put it off for so long because I hate technical work. And also it makes me think of home and my family, and it just makes me sad because, you know, I've looked at this so many times with my sister and she's no longer here. So it just makes me sad. But it's Portuguese crest, so I need to finish that first. But Bo-Katan, I will get to it when I get to it. But that's one of those things when you are going to do fan art of something. Yes, Disney can rip off my idea, but because it's fan art, that's my original oil painting, I can sell it and make money off of it. So I can sell prints of it because it is legal to sell fan art. It is. Especially when you're changing things. So what I always do is, so I find photos of the actor or actress, if I am going to draw or paint them, in a pose, or I find a photo from when they're not playing the character. So that photo for Katie Sackhoff's face is a picture of her from Stargate, or not Stargate, Battlestar Galactica, excuse me. But then I found this photo, which was a very nice photo of her face. The lighting is great. And, you know, it's high definition enough so I can like zoom in and see like parts of her face that you usually wouldn't be able to see in a different picture. And then I draw her in her Bo-Katan uniform, but I changed a little things here and there. And I make sure that it's not exactly 100% accurate. That way, if there is any kind of copyright issue, it's like, well, I didn't copy a photo of her. You know, this photo that this picture that I drew, there's no photo of that to exist. There's nowhere anywhere. So if you guys are going to do something like that, if you're going to do fan art, I highly recommend it. Don't copy a photo that already exists, because you can deal with the company coming after you or the original photographer coming after you. So you can use photos for references, but always, always, always take your favorite things of it, make sure that they make sense, make sure that everything is anatomically correct and the perspective is right, and all the gadgets and gizmos that you're going to add to it, the jewelry, all of that, and then draw it. I mean, look at everything that Drew Struzan has done. Drew Struzan is the man that did, basically every famous movie poster ever. And go look at that, the Indiana Jones poster. Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford has never posed for him. He does the poses. Heck, the poster for Big Trouble Little China where Kurt Russell's like this, that Kurt Russell didn't pose for him. That's him posing in the outfit, and he just drew Kurt Russell's face and then painted it. That photo of Kurt Russell does not exist. You go look at the one like the Attack of the Clones poster. Padme, Natalie Portman didn't do that. Anakin wasn't posed like that. None of them were. That's the beauty of drawing. But so this person like, rah, rah, you did it quickly. Rah. It's like, yeah, because if you're going to, first off, I don't care enough to spend an hour on this, which is why I didn't. I spent maybe 10, 20 minutes because I was drawing slowly and I was getting the pose correctly. I think it took me longer to stand in this pose and then plan out the costume than it did for me to actually draw this, right? The planning is when it takes the most time. And I didn't want to plan too much. And again, I had to say this because people are like, really, your art sucks. It's like, do you think this was the best I could do? Because it's not. If I really wanted to do the best I could do, I wouldn't be drawing in Procreate first off to do that. But I think it's so funny that they lose their mind over the amount of time they think I've spent on it. Also, Larry, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. I need to figure out how exactly to do special things for my memberships because I got invaded by what's the word? Trolls. So for whatever reason, trolls thought it would be a good idea to become members to my channel. So they could troll me if I did like member streams, because I think I said that originally that I was going to do like members only streams, and kind of like the way Gary does it, which is like before like a scheduled show, just do like an hour-long members stream, and you guys can be like a Q&A type of stream. And then of course, because I said that, all of my trolls decided to become members to my channel. I'm like, well, joke's on you, because now you're paying money to be a member of my channel just to troll me. I'm like, if anything, you're just trolling yourself there. I need to go and check and see if they're still there, because it's just like that's one thing. It's like I don't have patience for trolls. But Revenge of the Netherrealm, thank you for becoming a member as well. Fireheart, thank you for the super chat. Do you do commissions, and where can I buy one? I do not do commissions. I do have an Etsy store, which I think one of my lovely mods will post a link in the chat for my Etsy store if you would like to go and see prints of my work. I don't have any within the general vicinity of me because I just rearranged everything and cleaned off my desk. But if you go to the Art of Anna, TSWG, you will be able to, if you type that into Etsy, you'll be able to find my store, and there is all the prints of my artwork. But thank you for asking. That was sweet of you. Will Gentry, thank you for the super chat. I hope you're doing well. You always piss off woke Twitter. It's hilarious to watch. Can't stay, but hope you're feeling at least half as good as I am right now. Hashtag choose life. I know you're on an amazing journey right now, Will, and I'm so happy for you. I'm feeling good. I'm kind of coming off my caffeine high though. And I ate, I ate all my cookies, but I totally forgot I have more. But then it is always awkward eating on stream when it's like you're by yourself, because at least like when I'm on other people's streams, I can just, eat and then they can yell at me. But I'm just like, fuck, if I stop talking, then I'm just going to, piss everyone off with my munchies and crunchings. But thank you, Will, for the super chat. I'm good to hear that you're doing better and you're feeling good about life again. Mike Hill, thank you. I'm looking forward to getting the 2 drawings I ordered from you. Oh, awesome. Well, I shipped out all of my prints. The past couple of days I've been sending out stuff. Yeah, it should be on their way. Let me see. Unless you didn't order today and I didn't see it. I saw that I got a notification for a new order. And neither one of them says for Mike. Did the same person order something? No. Same person or a different person, but with the same name ordered prints today. But yeah, so it should be out. Should be out to you. Should get it soon. But thank you for supporting my Etsy. I really appreciate it. Let's see. And yes, guys, I saw somebody asking in the chat. Yeah, when the Portuguese crest is done, I will sell prints of that. I'll just have to crop it a little bit differently because it's square. It's not a rectangular composition. Reed Palantina, thank you for the chat. An artist is not paid for his labor, but for his vision. James Witzler, it is good to see you're still going strong with your art. Art resides in the quality of doing. Process is not magic. Charles Eames. Oh, well, thank you, Reed. I appreciate that. And also, I hung up that that thing you sent me with the New Hope prints, and I appreciate it. It's actually right over above my drawing desk now. I used to have the Return of the Jedi one, or is it? Yeah, it's Return of the Jedi. I had that one right here behind me, and then I just put that one up and yours up. So now they're up high because I have to like use the bottom for like, I stack my markers pretty high, but it's up on my wall and I love it. Thank you again. And thank you for the super chat. I sincerely appreciate it. And always nice. LD, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Anna. Hello. How are you doing tonight? Master Rogue, thank you for the super chat. Hey, you, first time in your live chat. Been watching your stuff for a while. Love your stuff. Stay strong and keep up the awesome work. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. I hope everyone is having a good night. I think I just read that one. It's been a long day. Let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to show? It's just the beginning. Like I said, it's going to be a roller coaster because anytime I do stuff on Twitter, they lose their minds. I was like, oh, I'll highlight what's been going on for right now. And then we'll see what's going to happen when I wake up tomorrow, because I muted this thing. Let's look at the quote tweets for it. Let's see how pissed off people are. Let's see. Oh, well, it's nice. Oh, that's refreshing. A lot of people are irritated at the pants legs. Here, I'll show you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's see. What have you done? Oh, Scratch, I think you're saying it. Anna, what have you done this time? Oh, I'll show you. Well, thank you for the super chat. Look at, people are actually nice. Well, there's one that's not nice. But so I did this. I got tagged and everyone was like, Anna, do a paint. Do your thing. And I was like, all right. So this is the new Captain America. And I did a little tweak. I did a little tweaking. And the weirdos lost their minds. You know, and you know what's funny? Which last time they got mad at me, let me adjust my feet. Last time they got mad at me, it was, I think, She-Hulk, right? Everyone got pissed off because I did something into She-Hulk. And then, you know what I noticed? So many other people doing a redraw of She-Hulk or doing a redesign or an edit of She-Hulk. None of them got shit. Some of them made her super, super feminine and they went above and beyond what I did. None of them got any shit. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I realized, oh, they got to, I say this, and somebody got like a little like, what the hell, Anna? That was pretty graphic. And I'm like, well, it gets the point across. I'm like, they get hate boners and like to get their hate like come all over me. And so that's what it is now. And I'm just like, Jesus, get a fucking life. Get a fucking life, man. Revenge of the Netherrealm language. As an artist myself, I had to deal with snowflakes and SJW artists whom spoke against when they aggressively insult my fellow artists. Quite fun. You know how it is then. This is my thing. It's like all of the people that claim, Anna doesn't know what she's talking about, blah, blah, blah. She can't take criticism. Like, I've taken criticism live on air. Heck, remember what you guys, were you there when I was painting my Gina Carano painting and I almost finished it? And then Ethan said, even though it went against the references that I was looking at, he's like, the lighting to him didn't make sense. And because I asked him and John, I said, hey, what's your honest opinion? How can I make this better? And Ethan said, add blue to the hair. Even though the painting was basically done, I went and I repainted her hair because I agreed with Ethan's critique. And guess what? He made it better. He gave me constructive criticism on how to improve upon my design, right? That's normal. It's also normal when you are doing preliminary character designs or creature designs or environment designs, when you're showing your art director, the person that you report to, they will go and they will make tweaks to it. You don't take it personally because you know you are doing a job. You know, this isn't your personal project. This isn't your baby. You haven't spent years designing this character and somebody just went and scribbled all over it. It's not like that. It's, you have a job you're doing and you are getting paid to do that job. The art director or your boss, project manager, they are getting paid to manage you. And so they give you notes on what you're doing. And guess what? When you're drawing, artists are usually visual people. Instead of saying, hey, do this, they show you how they want it done. And that's when you're working with an art director. A project manager will scribble on some notes, but even like when it's with a pose, with anatomy, they'll usually draw over it, and they'll say it'll usually be with like a red little layer. It'll be another layer because they're not going to draw directly on your drawing. There'll be another layer for those of you that don't know how digital art works. Oh my God, there's a giant spider. At least it's Daddy Longleaf, but that thing is fucking big. It's right over there. I don't know where it's going. But I'm probably going to have to kill it in a minute if it comes over on my desk. So if you hear a big bang, that's why. There's a giant spider. Let's see. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, like, for me, what I would do is I would say, where's her line of action? Where's her character pose? Okay, her line of action, right down the middle, right? Right down the middle. If you guys can see my mouse. See my little yellow mouse right there? Line of action. Okay. It's like a T. This one, it's plain, it's boring. Her line goes right down there. But even though, same, I have her facing the same direction, I twisted her just slightly so that way it would make sense why this leg is so far in front of this leg, because the way it's going right now, when you stand like that, not only is it boring, but it looks uncomfortable. And also the legs, there's just something about it that does not look right. Right? Well, so what was I saying? Poses. I lost my train of thought because the stupid spider. Oh yeah. So all of these weirdos, they act like this is a brand new concept that somebody is providing, an edit or a tweak or something like this. This is not uncommon at all. And if you can't take criticism, you're not going to last very long. And if you can't take people, either taking a design that you have made and improving upon it, or I don't know, in improving or diminishing, kind of just depends on your subjective opinion. But this happens all the time when you are working for someone else, and when you have a boss or an art director or project manager, or heck, even just peers. They'll say, do this, do this, do this. And because at the end of the day, we all want each other to grow, right? We all want each other to be better. We all want the designs to be the best that they possibly can, because this is supposed to be Captain America. And so when I saw this, I said, that's not Captain America. That's not how Captain America would stand. If this is a girl that wants to embody what it is to be Captain America, she's going to stand tall and strong like a leader would, because Captain America is a leader. He's a type A personality that is going to take care of business. Okay, this first pose does not say that. The second pose, in my opinion, does. And I think that it comes across much clearer, because if you take away everything and just pretend that these were like completely filled in black silhouettes, which one do you think would be in charge, right? If these were two identical twins, which twin do you think would be the dominant twin, and which one would be the passive twin? I think it speaks for itself. But thank you for the super chat. And then let's see. I think I saw another one that I missed. I think I saw a couple that I missed. So let me try to scroll back to it. Okay, here we go. W00XYZ. Thank you. I love your content and gave you a shout out on my podcast a while back. Oh, thank you. I hate that you and other CCs do so much good and get so much hate. You are like real heroes. Did you watch Carmen Reader 50 Years? I don't think so. Let me Google it. Let's Google it. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Let's see. Open writer. Let's see. No, I have not seen this. What is this? I have never seen this before in my life. To be honest, though, this doesn't really look like something I would watch. I'm not really sure what it is. What is it? Masked Rider is a Japanese meta series. No, I definitely have not seen this. Thank you for the super chat, though. Let's see. I think I had a couple more come in. Jose Quintana, thank you for super chat. Hi, Anna. I think Rogue One is the second best movie of the genre. What's your opinion? What do you mean? Of the Star Wars genre? I hated Rogue One. I like the 7 minutes that Darth Vader is in it, and aside from that, it's not my. There is so much with that movie that I can't stand. But I also Alan Tudyk was good, but I did not like that movie. King Muddeth, thank you for super chat. Marry me. I'm gonna say no, but thank you for the compliment. Mike Hill, thank you for super chat. Are you worried that Teespring might cancel your store like they did Drunk Video? No, they can't really cancel my. I don't know how. Well, first off, I think the reason why he gets so much heat on his Teespring is because Gina Carano has so many intense psycho stalkers and psycho haters, and they see her retweeting his store all the time or posting it on her story on Instagram. So, and they know that all of the money from his t-shirt sales go to charity, and they can't stand that. They want to ruin anything. They want to cancel Gina Carano in any way, shape, and form. So they go and do that to his t-shirts. So with that, I'm not worried about mine because it's all my paintings, it's all my original work. So I don't really see how they can, what foot they would have to stand on, because it's not copyrightable, right? And if they did, I could have my lawyer write a letter to Teespring and say, this is, fan art is, it falls under fair use, and this is all her original work, and you've sold this amount of merchandise from it, so by you taking it down, you're liable there. So yeah, I think the problem with Drunk Again is that Gina promotes him, and not that she shouldn't. I think that people shouldn't be freaking psycho stalkers and go and harass people that are have t-shirts and have merch that the profits go to charity. That says more about them than it does anybody else. Philip Buddy, thank you for that. Till you mentioned a hoodie, I thought back boob. Oh yeah, somebody said that. Now I understand. No, I mean, you can see little red. Oh, I'm not even sharing. You can see little red things there. I closed all my damn windows. Damn it. Let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go. No, that's a hood. I left the hood there. Let's see. You can see the little, let me zoom in a little bit more. You can see there's like little things right there. So that's supposed to be her hood, because this character has a hood. So I just did it like that, so it was a little bit more subtle. So it's not a back boob, that's a hood. That's her hood. But thank you for the super chat. Let's see, did I miss any? I don't know if I'm gonna stream for too much longer, guys. I kind of said everything that I want to say. Runs the Phantom, thank you for the super chat. It'll wiggle and thrash if you get its leg, but won't bite. It's actually kind of cute. What on earth are you talking about? Oh my goodness. Thank you for the super chat, though. Oh gosh. Aloysius Colleen, underrated Sith Lord, thank you for that. Good morning, beautiful. How are you today? Oh, well, thank you. My night is actually let's see, well, it's 11:28, so it's almost midnight. So I don't know. My day was okay. It was just okay. I don't like other dogs being mean to my puppy. That's what makes me mad. And my princess is a little bitty puppy princess and doesn't deserve to be bit by bad dogs. Runs with Phantoms, thank you for the super chat. Daddy longlegs are 150% harmless to humans. Can't even bite us. If you let it live, it'll hurt worse pets. I let it stay inside, but if you want it out, just pick up a leg and bring it outside. Yeah, but the thing is, then it makes cobwebs on my computers, and I have to clean it. And it's not that I don't already clean it already. It's just a pain in the fucking butt. Just a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. But yeah. Yeah, I think I've said all I want to say about this fiasco. I'll probably do a video and have that come out tomorrow. But oh my goodness. I just think it's funny when people lose their minds. Let's see. Matthew Parrott, thank you for the super chat. More people make t-shirts than Teespring. They sound like not a great company. Honestly, they're not. I'm not even a big fan of the quality of their shirts. I'd rather just go to like a kiosk in my hometown mall. The reason why people use Teespring though is because it's connected to YouTube and they have an exclusivity deal. So that's why when you look at like my videos or other people's videos, you can see underneath their video, it shows their t-shirts and their merch, like mugs or satchels and tote bags is actually the correct word for it, or phone cases and stuff like that. So that's why people use Teespring. But I honestly don't promote it because I don't like the quality personally. Like I have a couple t-shirts that I've ordered because I can order samples. I don't wear them because I don't like them. I wore the one Gina Carano v-neck that I had, and this is all set on like the premium t-shirt. So it's supposed to be their highest quality, and it's not even good, you know, so that's why I don't even promote it. I mean, it's there if you guys want it, but, and that's, I make my prices as low as possible. And even then I'm just like, it's not even, I don't know. That's why I don't buy stuff from Teespring, but that's just me personally. It's there if you want it, if you absolutely want it and you don't care about the quality, you just want to have it, it's there. I don't promote it because I don't like the quality. Runs with Phantoms, thank you for that. Jeebus Teats Anna, hunt worse pets, not hurt worse pets. I'm sorry. I have severe dyslexia and sometimes it shows. I would not even caught that if you didn't say another super chat. They showed my satchel. Cecil, what are you doing? How long have you been in my chat? Are you just lurking? Why am I not surprised? What the heck? Oh, no. Oh, shit. I clicked something and something happened. All right. One blah ha back cash grab. What did I do? Use crypto fashion. I thought that, are they even still around because of COVID? I thought Ethan said something happened to them. You're closing out cash grab. Oh yeah, guys. Cash grab ends tonight at 2 a.m. So back it now before it's gone forever. Before you miss out on cash grab forever and ever and ever. Go back cash grab. Guardians Fortress, things starting to get deeper into your content. I saw the chat with Mahler on Force Chat. It's called Force Talks. I think it was called. Anyway, just wanted to send Muns for fighting the good fight. Oh, well, thank you. Gosh, that's an old, that video is like a year old now. I used to do interview shows. So I was a huge fan of Inside the Actors Studio. Now, I've been around plenty of actors. They're not my favorite type of people. They're very weird. They're very particular type of person because it takes a particular type of person to be an actor. But I love James Lipton and I love the amount of research that he did and the way he conducted his interviews. And so I kind of wanted to do something and emulate that. I don't think I've perfected it. I don't think that I'm too good at it. So I've kind of put that on hold after the last one that I did because it does take me a lot of time because I have to mass watch every single scrap of content from the person. And I was like, oh my God. And I had seen all of Mahler's content up to that point, which was a lot. So I asked him and he came on. He was nice enough to come on. There's some that the very beginning one, the first one that I did was with Eric July, Young Rip Up. And that's how I met him and, introductions to the community. Then I did one with Mary Mayhem. And I've come to learn that as much as I enjoy it, I don't think I'm as good as it as I would like to be. So I kind of put a halt on that. I like Drunk 3PO's interviews. I think he needs to come back with those, but of course he's going to put that off for later, right, Drunk? It's always his excuse. We'll do it after this. We'll do it after this. We'll do it after this. And it's like, sure, drunk. So it's never happening. It's never happening. All right. I think I'm all caught up. Oh, Sean E. Reed II, thank you for becoming thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see if people are still talking about Daddy Longlegs, unless that's an old. Yeah, my chat is like super far behind on that screen. On this screen, it's actually coming up close. Jay hates Star Trek. Get over it here. Yeah, I know. Is drunk here? Not that I know of, Cecil. Not that I know of. I need more Mountain Dew. Well, I don't know. Cecil, are you streaming tonight? So I was planning on ending this. That way it's just a tight stream so I can re-upload it onto my secondary channel. But Cecil, if you power up a stream, I might pop on. I don't know. And James Gatz, please stop spamming the chat if I have an OnlyFans. No, I don't, nor will I ever. I am not that kind of girl. I do have a boyfriend. Let's see. Is Darth Snow thing respect? Dude, I just came up with an amazing ending to all our Star Wars. Jabba comes back through a wormhole with the Infinity Gauntlet and kills everyone. That would be a better ending than what we got. But Jesus, the ending we got was just, it wasn't even an ending. It was just shit. Peaceful as an OnlyFans? I guess so. Maybe. You want EVS to start an OnlyFans? I don't know if Andrea will approve of that. Cecil has an OnlyFans. Oh my goodness. Cecil does not have my boyfriend. All right, I'll do this. Let me see. Here we go. Just for you. Oh, that's weird. There we go. That's weird. Someone better start up a stream. Well, I just sent it to Cecil and drunk. Darth, no, thank you. Jeremy should start an OnlyFans, dude. I mean, send him the suggestion, and I'm sure he'll have very, very. He'll think very long and hard about that, and he will come up with a very well thought out decision on that matter. But yeah, that's let's see. He's in the house. Who's in the house? I don't know. Let me go back and see if there's any super chats I missed. Also, there are still 769 people. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. Invite EVS to the stream. Okay. I don't know what else we're going to talk about. I kind of said everything that I needed to say. I'll just send it into the Jack show, see if any of them want to come in. I doubt it. I think everyone's kind of got stuff going on. I'll wait a couple minutes as I go through my... Oh, my goodness. And then look who shows up. Also, there's 777 people. Your screen is black. Do you want me to add you? Oh, my God. Really? It's not going to be Shane tonight?
Hold on. I just saw Ethan in the chat. Yeah, kill it. I'll either start a stream or maybe he'll start a stream. You want to have it tight so you can upload it, right?
What?
You want to have this one like kind of tight so you could upload it, right?
Yeah, I prefer that, but I mean...
Are you coming inside? Should I leave?
What, did Ethan send us?
Well, I mean, you missed the joke. Never mind.
I did miss the joke. Let me read these super chats though.
Ethan's here. I don't know if he's Ethan. Are you there? You want to start a stream? I'll jump on them. If not, maybe I will. All right. Yeah. If you're,
I can keep going. I just don't have.
Kill it so you can keep it on one topic, and then you got a video.
Okay. Let me read. Yeah. One of you guys.
I got to get out of your house before you come in anyway.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Peaches isn't even here. Now I get the joke. Yeah, if you want to make one, or if Ethan wants to make one, and then once I end it, since yours will already be up, I can send everyone over in the chat. Dracus, thank you for that. Mystery solved. Always wonder why you had an orange tongue in some of your videos. Mountain Dew. Actually, it's Mio. So, well, I don't have any Mio next to me because it's inside the house. So I don't like the taste of water. So I have this is Crystal Light, but I have Mios. And so if it's orange, that's because I'm drinking the tropical fruit punch one. That one's orange. That's like strawberry and watermelon. No, that's not really one. It's tropical punch. So if my tongue is red or orange, it's because of Mio. Mountain Dew doesn't turn my tongue red.
All you drink is poison all day long. Just
Heck yeah.
fucking and eat dirt.
I know, it's great. But thank you for this chat. Sean E. Reed the second, thank you for this. Hey Anna, I wanted to know if had the opportunity, who would you hire and what Star Wars story would you choose if you got the chance to direct a movie? Okay, it depends. What is my budget, and am I allowed to do rated R or not? I personally like video game ratings better. I like rated M for mature because I think that just kind of covers all of it. I said, I don't think PG-13. I mean, I was watching rated R stuff when I was not 13.
Anna, you're a special case, though. Your mom was watching,
I know. My mom was watching adult movies in the living room. So I would have to see who I would work well with and so this is what I would do. I would have a story that I wanted to tell, and it would be an original story that doesn't shit on any of the source material. And I would have somebody, because here's my thing. If you are the smartest person in the room, you should leave that room. So if I'm the Star Wars lore expert, which I mean, I think I know a decent amount of Star Wars, but I want someone when I say, what did Han Solo say on page 312 of the Thrawn novel, I want them to know. I want somebody that's that hardcore that knows everything about everything. And so I would want somebody like that with me, so that way when I ask a question, they know it and they could tell me faster than Google could. So I would need somebody like that with me. And then I would need usually a director. Or wait, you're saying I'm directing it? Oh, fuck. Well, then we're screwed because I've never directed a movie before. But I would want to lean towards Quentin Tarantino just because I love his movies. But Quentin is, as far as I'm aware, he gets a vision in his mind and it's hard to tell him no. Or it's hard for people to get a hold of him to reel him in. So I would need to meet with a bunch of different people and have a sit-down conversation with them and see how well we vibe off of each other. And so there's some people that you just come together and it's magic and you're creating this amazing thing and it's like you're building off of one another, whereas others it's awkward or your ideas clash or it gets very antagonistic. So, I mean, I would just want to pick Ridley Scott's mind because I think even though I don't like some of the concepts in Alien, especially Prometheus, that Cecil absolutely adores, I think there's certain things to see. I know you do. But, I mean, look at his track record with sci-fi. I mean, come on, that shit's fucking awesome. But, I mean, those are the two that stand out to me as far as who I think Quentin Tarantino would be fun, but at the same time, it's like, well, don't eat your heroes. And
don't eat your heroes?
Meat. Did I say eat?
Oh, you did. You must be hungry and want a hero.
I'm so hungry. I've been sitting here with this thing of cookies and I was like, fuck, I'm not on. This is actually the real reason why I want you guys to do a stream and not me. So that way I can eat.
So you can eat to fall asleep on the floor.
Dude, I passed out so.
Ethan said, I'm eating a hero right now.
Oh my gosh. No, Peaches was like, he tuned in the last half of the Jack show and he texted me and he's like, where are you? You're not here. They're making fun of you. And then he walked out here and he's like, you're fucking sleeping on the floor. And I'm like, ugh. I knocked out. I was so tired. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Oh shit. Where's, damn it. Now the super chats are going. Oh, Ethan is here. Ethan, are your heroes Hostess donuts? Because that's what he was eating yesterday.
No,
Oh, the cricket's
All of
back
his
here.
heroes have salami. All of his heroes have
John-
salami on them.
Oh, I love salami. John Weasley, thank you for that. Immigration makes Hollywood woke. Diverse audiences. Okay. Was that in reference to what I was talking about?
I don't know. I wasn't.
You weren't listening. You weren't here. Let's see. Christopher Prophet, thank you for that. Love your channel. Who else do you recommend? It depends on what you want to watch. If you want to watch Degeneracy, go sub to Cecil.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He doesn't make videos quite often.
I made a video recently in Orlando.
Sure. When you finish that sentence, I'll kill you. Waynich 10, thank you for that. Missed the offense. But to be fair, angering the ultra rogue is easy as breathing. I'm part of the group they want to pander to, a black man, but they hate me too. Yeah, isn't that going on that Idris Elba isn't black enough? Is that the story I saw going around today?
What does that mean?
I guess Idris Elba isn't black enough to be in a movie.
Like, his skin isn't dark enough? Is that what they mean? Or
I guess he's too whitewashed to be.
what?
Yeah. I saw people doing videos on that. I was like, this can't be real. And apparently it is.
Tell him to watch The Wire.
Yeah.
What?
I know. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait, yes. They said his character isn't black enough. Of course they didn't. Let's see. I think I'm caught up now. I think I'm caught up. Did you or Ethan create a stream?
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Okay, I guess we're not gonna raid each other.
Ethan said me and Idris laughed at that at our country club.
Of course you two did.
He's teaching Ethan how to play squash, I believe, right now.
Oh, really? They're besties. You know, I know it's not why he's famous, but I loved him in The Office. He was such a hunk. Have you seen that episode?
That's the only thing I know him from.
You watch Marvel.
I know. I'm fucking kidding. I know.
Okay.
He's from The Wire. He was in Luther.
I haven't seen either of those.
Those are one's an English television show. One's an HBO show. Let me see. I'm trying to think of movies. Well, he's been in the Thor movies.
Mm-hmm. He was in The Mountain Between Us.
Wasn't he in that Fast and Furious one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch those.
I don't know. The Wire was good, yeah. All right. Ethan, fire one up. All right, I'm gonna take your advice about leave if you're the smartest person in the room.
Oh, shush. Phil, buddy, think Mr. Idris doesn't fit their racist stereotypes, apparently. And then Cecil took off. Fuck you, Cecil. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to watch the repeat of this, it's going to be uploaded onto my secondary channel, that's Star Wars Girl Live. So go over and sub over there. And until next time, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the Force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.
I'll tell you where I thought I came in the forest, when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great entrance. Ah! Ray caught it?